drip. She in my wrist. That's a freezer. Give me assist. Give me teamwork. Keep it consistent. For the distance.
On a gorgeous southern afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Atlanta, Georgia, and inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Young off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons very strong in that victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
You talk about this Falcon defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Young to throw on fourth. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains. Now Young. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. It's Young off play action. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Matt Judon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Ready?
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This a 43-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers now on first down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be out right at the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that went quite well.
And strong running here the first 2 plays of the drive. He's got another first down on a gain of 12. Rodgers now on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A quick throw out wide to Mooney. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Falcons at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Jump out! Hold! Here we go.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a first down throw for Young. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
A gain of 4.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Here we go. Okay, go steal.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Here's 3rd and 3. go play action. Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Young now.
And that nearly intercepted. The free safety roaming into position, almost had it, but it's second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
To throw on second down is Young. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as he's down at the 17-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Let's go.
Young. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to stretch out their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Steps away to his left. Rodgers sliding to a stop for the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Mooney, the motion man, right.
Strong right. 150.
On second down, here's Rodgers. second back right at the midfield stripe. 3rd and 20.
It's now 3rd down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look in the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk out. And I think the ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
2nd and short now following the fumble.
Lonnie. Hey, check Mega. Check.
And now here's a carry heading left.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here we go.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, 88.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Rodgers going to throw.
At the 14-yard line.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Hey, 88. Jump out.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. That is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Jones. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Falcons, nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Here's Jones on the return. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make the punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football. That maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Over.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers wants to change the look. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the ready. Check, smash. Check, go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Young's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Now Young. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the
ball comes out, but it looks like one of the DBs has it. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he's got this down to the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
13-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. And his kick is indeed good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. I'm certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing this second-half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game, because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And the Rams first down.
Set, go. Fight, 97.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, set. Set.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. Short throw, it's Higbee. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st down, Rodgers. And he'll be hit
pass. He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Jump out! Get 30!
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Here is third and quite a ways.
A loss of 13 yards.
26!
Brings up third down.
Get 300! Get 300! Hey, flag!
Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And Rodgers intercepted the third time. Marcus Jones picks it.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Young. Short throw, it's Higbee. And out of bounds right around the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he is going to have a Rams first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone getting the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Let's go.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ready? Blue check. Smith red. 10.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger.
Here we
Line
go.
of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Ready.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. that just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Young going to move him around.
Strike. Check. Strike.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Gano's kick is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
26. Here we go.
Now Rodgers. Dobbins with it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Rodgers to throw. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Short throw to Dissly. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
To throw is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. That is caught. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Go. Teammate. Hey, 88.
They'll look to throw.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Well, it came down to the final play in such a close ballgame. What a game it was, but they can't get